On first down, Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Carr completes it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Boulder. And some room to maneuver.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Boulder. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brandon Bolden. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Again, it's Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain. Second and 2.
All right, ready?
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
11 mighty.
A handoff, running left, Mixon. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, Bengals 7.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Running left, it's Mixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, Mixon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
On 1, ready?
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Man open. That's Ja'Marr Chase complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Here we go.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
2nd and 7. Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfrow. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st.
Carr's throw taken in by Adams.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Here's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
Joseph Osai there on the stop.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Throwing now is Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. Analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
11.
Burrow will throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Bengals.
Ja'Marr Chase,
70 yards.
and the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And McPherson on for the extra point.
And we've got a good one, Merlin. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
To throw, it's Carr. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he's got some space here. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47.
Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Here we go.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7. Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. 11. Inside handoff to Mixon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Hustling through to break that play up, Maxx Crosby.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Here we go.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And they go play action now. Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Ja'Marr Chase
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Von Bell. 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out.
Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The end result, 21 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon,
A 3-yard touchdown run.
and the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking deep for Adams. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Carr going to go on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A nice gain of 21 yards. Mixing up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for the Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score... And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Throwing again on second down.
Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Joe Mixon, 27 yards. And the Bengals have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. McPherson now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. After the sack on 1st down, Carr, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Carr, got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains.
And it's a fumble. And the Bengals have recovered it. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Bengals.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this way. Certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
66 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Logan Wilson.
The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Now again to Jacobs running right. And some room to roam now.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal 1st down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From midfield now, Burrow. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
To the air again, Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I think it was pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns.
Here we go.
And it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
He's going to let it go again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals triumph, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will turn to